I just touched down in LA, the Spanish, my favorite. This that G, I keep it playing, so I put it on. She be in me, she just made a bing. I got rolling over. Speeding to the money like I'm running from the feds. Posted with my this say yeah. I'm like, whoa, see residuals, watch the money grow. I'm in flow, greatest story told, watch it all unfold. I'm like, whoa, reaping what I sow. All is getting bigger, they all froze. I unleashed my soul, now they taking pictures. Eyes on the prize, it's my last sold up. 5:45, got the lights on us. Flies for the side.
From the host to Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The Niners at 6-3 on the year, and they come in playing pretty well, 6-3 in their last 9.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 4. Now Purdy. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. You talk about this Seahawk defense, and they've played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB. They'd easily move into the top 5.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, 2nd down. These two teams matching up for the 2nd time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6. And it was the visiting Niners who won that ball game, so they'll look to make it a clean sweep here at home in Santa Clara. That's into the hands of the rookie from Florida. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
2nd and 6. Back to throw, Purdy. And his throw here's incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down. Throwing here, Purdy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the 49ers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Purdy will set up to throw it here. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. McCaffrey with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are on the board first here this afternoon. Moody good with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Geno now to throw. Throw out wide to Walker. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. You look at this Niner defense. They're currently 6th in the NFL in defending the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. 47-yard punt, a return of 4. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
2nd and 9. Purdy now to throw. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Oh, boy. Christian McCaffrey shaken up. So hold everything here as they're going to take a look at him. Here's 3rd and 6. Here's Purdy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 38-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Purdy going to give it to Guerendo. Down to about the 37.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but maybe circle this play, because if they get the stop and hold them to a field goal here, that's a pretty good job. They're already down on the scoreboard.
A stop now would be vital for them because it could save them from having to do it multiple times later in the game in order to either get back into it or maybe have a chance to win.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
offense is all over, continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball, but oftentimes it attracts a little bit of extra attention, and it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
And did he have enough? He did. He kept it on line and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
Now Smith. Going right back to Smith and Jigba. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. As they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. First carry here for Ken Walker. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. They'll fake it. Now Smith. End zone caught. Touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks are back within a score. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Purdy looking to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs. Here's Guerrero on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
Out of the gun, Purdy. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
Now it's Lockett. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Now Geno. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19. Well, there wasn't much of a window there, Charles. Had to deal with a couple of defenders, but able to find his big tight end.
And, partner, we know double coverage is a challenge for any player to try to defeat. But maybe it's a little easier if you're one of those big tight ends because you have a size advantage on just about anyone trying to cover you, and you use your body to create some space.
This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Smith. Over the middle, complete. It's Walker. So the completion good for 7 there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. But now he appears to be in some pain. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Here comes 3rd and about a foot. Throwing is Smith. That is caught. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 19. Some concern out there right now as we got an injury stoppage. It's DK Metcalf who's getting some help following that last play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. A quick throw out to Lockett. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. Out of the gun and give to Charbonnet. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal as he's able to take this inside the 10 to the 8.
That solid gainer will put them on the doorstep of the end zone. More importantly, it gives them a fresh set of downs. Nice work right there.
Throwing now is Geno. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Noah Fant from 8 yards out. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Now Myers for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10.
Next to score, Seahawks 14, 49ers 10. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
That's into the hands of Pearson on the right side. And that's good for a gain of 6, and 3rd and 1 now. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Purdy connects with Kittle underneath. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it. A give running left now, Gurindo. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Purdy. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Back to throw. Purdy. That's complete to Pearson. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Purdy from the gun on 3rd down. That's caught inside the 20. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. And that one results in 35 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicer.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll try the middle with Gurindo. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Second and 5. Looking to throw. Purdy. Over the middle, it's complete. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Brandon Ayuk, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Niners will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Moody good with the extra point. And it's now 17-14. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 11 yards for number 11.
Any questions of how they'd approach this drive were answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. They'll set up a screen to Charbonnet. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come hard when you see them drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
Smith throwing again. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Here we go.
Smith now to throw. That's going to be caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Zach Charbonnet in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Myers connects on the PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game.
49ers 17.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 34.
And that play came together really well for them as he found open space, makes the catch, and gets down to the 1-yard line. You know he's kicking himself right now. He thought he had a chance to get a touchdown and put that in his ledger. Instead, his team gets a chance to cash in.
Tries to hit Jennings, and it's intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Tyrel Dodson leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Now Purdy connects with Kittle underneath. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll bring him back within a point. But whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well, because it's not quite no harm, no foul. But the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound. And the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the lead with a good drive here.
On 1st and 10, it's Charbonnet. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Again, it's Charbonnet. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. And from the gun, here's a handoff to Charbonnet. Past the 20. Fump, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Zach Charbonnet with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Seahawks add 6 to their lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is up to 8. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 13 yards there and a Niner first. On the give, it's Garindo. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
This one caught by Kittle. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 34-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Play action. Now Purdy. Hauled in left side here by Jennings. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Brandon Ayuk with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers are back within a couple of the lead. Purdy will throw for it. Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Smith. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. The incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. For the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Purdy now to throw. Connects with Kittle underneath. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. That catch, by the way, number 505 of his career, and that ties him with a couple of other tight ends for the past, Frank Wycheck and Dallas Clark.
And those guys were excellent players, but how about what we're seeing right now? 505 and rising. What a nice career he's put together.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That good for 19 and a 1st down. Another try for Guerendo. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Throwing here, Purdy. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown, 49ers. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Niners have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. Moody good with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And this will be recovered at least by the offense, but he'll be taken down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. So a big mistake fielding that kickoff, and it's pretty much a gift wrap 2 points.
With a big bow on it, don't you think? I'm not sure if he took his eye off it to look upfield or what, but it's got to be a low feeling right there. You have to be able to secure the football, Brandon. That's job one if you're going to be a kick returner.
And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. Oh, my goodness. Now that is going to be out of bounds on a free kick, and that's a big mistake. And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Geno now to throw. It's caught. Lockett. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. And now a handoff to Charbonnet. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
Hey, we often talk about defensive ends setting the edge, sometimes even the outside linebackers. But how about here? This is a cornerback essentially setting the edge and finishing off that play for a loss.
And the Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And they will take over 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away. Touchdown, 49ers! Isaac Guerendo. 59 yards. And the 49ers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Moody good with the extra point, and that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Outright to Smith and Jigba. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the first one for the 2nd one to even matter.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, here's Smith.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible. Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now Geno. Smith and Jigba with the grab. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
8 yards on the pickup. And this is 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. That is caught. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Walker with it.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Here's 2nd and 7.
A shotgun snap for Smith.
Looking for Lockett, and he's got him working his way free across the middle. And the Seahawks are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Completes it to Fant on the right side. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Noah Fant, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Seahawks get a bit closer.
Geno's going to throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Fred Warner.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Handoff here, Guerendo.
And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32.
107 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Now 2nd and 11 from the 32. Here's Purdy. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They'll run with Guerendo. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
And in this situation with the lead, fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
From the 24 now, here's second and a yard.
At the Seahawks 24-yard line.
Again, it's Guerrero.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
This has been a tremendous drive to this point, and this is all you want, playing with a lead in the fourth quarter. If you can keep the ball on the ground, keep the sticks moving, you're going to be in good shape to finish this one off.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Now it's Guerrero.
It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal.
Brenton, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about to run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the